All right, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here back today with another live preview between the New Zealand Seagulls, and this is a game being played at Brookvale Oval, or Lottoland as it's known as right now. And joining me tonight to preview this Warriors vs Manly game is Paddy G. He's a very big Manly fan. He's a massive Manly fan. He's been kind enough to join me on the channel. So, Paddy, do you want to introduce yourself? For those who don't know him, would you introduce yourself? And how long have you been a Manly? And what are you looking forward to about the game ahead this week?
Yeah, name's Paddy G. I doubt many of you would know me, just sort of wanting to make some videos for fun. We all do. That's why we talk about footy. That's why we make videos about footy. It's a bit of fun. Big Manly fan. Been a Manly fan ever since I came out of the womb. And I love the club. I love everything they stand for. I've tipped them 8 weeks in a row, even though we had the second worst team in NRL history after the first 4 rounds. But I support them through and through. This Sunday, Brookie Oval, we finally go back after our trips away to Bathurst and Mudgee, I believe it was. So Turbo's 100th as well. The boys should be up for it. We've got a couple injuries, and New Zealand should be fired up since we beat them in near Golden Point a couple of weeks ago. So it should be a cracking game of quality rugby league football.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So obviously the way I've done it over the past couple of weeks is we go through the test, and I go through the Warriors lineup. Paddy G's going to go through the Manly lineup, and then we're going to give our overall thoughts on what we think of the lineup, and what we think is going to happen for the game this week. So, and then a score prediction near the end. So, how we're going to do it tonight? That's how we're going to go through it. So, I'll go through the Warriors lineup first. Now, there's been only 2 changes out of the lineup, and the outs of Ben Murdoch-Masila and Sean O'Sullivan, but O'Sullivan hasn't been playing, so Ben Murdoch-Masila big out. So the lineup is Roger Tuivasa-Sheck at fullback. On the wing is Edward Cozzy. In the centres is Adam Pompey and Rocco Berry. And on the wing is Ken Mamalo. And in the halves is Reece Walsh and Cody Nikorima. And in that prop is Jermaine Noah Brown is at hooker. In the second row with Elias Katoa, and at 13 is Tohu Harris at lock. So onto the bench is Jazz Tavanga, Leeson Armel, Bunty Afoa, and the 17 Bailey Serenin to round out the bench. Now, this is interesting. Into the reserves, Jack Murchie's at 18. Tavita is back. So you can expect probably Chanel Harris. So he probably maybe a late change there. He might be playing. Tom Arley's in the 21 and Ewan Aikens in the 22. Ewan Aikens also back from injury. He late inclusion as well. So that's the reserves for the Warriors. Paddy G, going into the Manly lineup?
Yeah, the Manly boys are at home. So at the fullback position, we all know it's the man who plays his 100th game, Tommy Turbo Trbojevic. On the wings is Ruben Garrick, and the fastest man alive, Jason Saab. The centres are Parker and Harper. The beautiful halves combination who tortured the Warriors in the 2011 grand final, Kieran Foran and Daly Cherry Evans. The front row, Marty and Alloway are both out, so it's Paseka, Croker at hooker, and Sean Kepi. The back row, Lakatua, Josh Schuster, both young guns. Going up against Tohu Harris at lock is Jakey Trbojevic. On the bench, Kate Cuz, the utility. Moses Sully makes his return from injury. Zach Sadler on debut, playing Indigenous All-Stars game, and he's ready to make an impact. And Tafoa Sipley. And then on the reserves, in the 18th man, Ben Trbojevic could well make his debut this week. Tavita Funa, Christian Tuiputu, the gun we signed from the Roosters, who is yet to debut, and George Tafua is there as well. Obviously, those two could come in because Garrick did pick up a knee injury in last week's game against the Panthers, and they are coached by the mighty Desi Hasler.
I'm going to give my thoughts on the Warriors. Look, there's not too many surprises there. So, I can't really say too much there. The Rocco Berries at there and Reece Walsh, they both played well last week in the second game. I thought Berry had his best. I thought he had his best game last week in his first game, and Reece Walsh played quite well. Overall, it's not a bad Warriors lineup. Big blow with Ben Murdoch-Masila out. I think it's a big blow, to be honest, because he has been playing well this season. He started off the season quite well. Big blow there. Actually, not having there, to be honest. So I think I see Chanel Harris. I think he'll come into the lineup. I reckon he'll come into the lineup. Reece Walsh, the reserves actually. So I think we'll see Ewan Aiken and Chanel Harris Tavita in a late change on a Sunday. I think those two will come into the lineup. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the Manly lineup?
So obviously losing Alloway, who's actually been one of the statistically better front rowers, is a big loss. Marty Tapau has failed his HIA. He's another big loss. It's going to hurt our middles. I don't know where Curtis Soonen is. He might be dead for all I know because he has been not been playing for a while now, and he was meant to come back between round 6 and 7. We're now in round 9. Obviously, the big talking points are going to be is Ben Trbojevic making his debut and will George Tafua come on to replace Garrick. I think besides those two late changes, we'll see this team 1 through to 17. And look, I'm a bit concerned about the middle. I think our forwards are going to be in for a big game, but if we get on the front foot with Tommy Turbo's proven to be such a difference. So, but that's the battle I'm looking forward to. I reckon 2 young forward packs eager to get out there and whack each other on a beautiful Sunday Arvo and Brookie.
Yeah, the Manly lineup, and I think it's a pretty good lineup actually. I reckon it's a good lineup for Manly. Who's the key player for Manly? Who are the most dangerous players to watch out for Manly? From the Warriors. I mean, yeah, who are the most dangerous players to watch out for Manly?
So, most dangerous players for Manly, the Warriors definitely going to have to look out for Tommy Turbo. Obviously, he pretty much carries them. Jason Saab has proven how fast he is, so he's going to be a handful. Kieran Foran, one of his former teams, so he could cause some damage. DC as well, when he's on his day, there's no better half in the competition. But in the middle, it's going to be a big test. Alakatua actually averages the second most tackle breaks, but he'll be up against Josh Curran. Curran's been very good in recent weeks, so I'm looking forward to that battle. And Schuster and Katoa should be an interesting battle as well, but I think the key matchup is Jake and Tohu Harris. 2 absolute workhorses in the middle, both absolute freaks. You can't hate them, as my neighbours won't shut the fudge up. And, yeah. But for the Warriors, obviously that main man, RTS, he scares you every time he touches the footy. And I also think Reece Walsh can break the game open. So from the Warriors' point of view, I'm most concerned about Turbo. And for Manly, I think I'm most concerned about Rogers. So those 2 fullbacks are really the big differences that will decide this game.
Yeah, and for Manly players to watch, obviously, Tommy, great day. Even Jason Sabb as well, playing well lately. Jason Sabb scored some tries lately, so I think he's a player to watch out for as well. And obviously, the halves of Foran and Jevons are the keys for Manly, the key players. And I think there's the likes of Jake Trbojevic as well. So those are my watch out for. And key players for the Warriors, obviously, Chick. I think Cody Nikarima as well is a key player because he's one of the senior players in the halves. Reece Walsh is only young, so yeah, I reckon Cody Nikarima is a key player. And that second row battle is interesting. Josh Curran, you got Josh Curran, Elias Katoa. Then you got Tohu Harris and Jake Trbojevic. So that's a very good between those 2 players actually. So yeah, very 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 good couple of key battles in the lineups for both teams. So yeah, I think overall, I think both teams have very strong paper. Both have good lineups overall. But yeah, what do you think in general? What do you think?
I think that if our forwards can match with the Warriors, which is my only real concern, I think that we can get the job done, and I think that we can beat the Warriors. We can get up this game. Lizzie gave the boys a famous spray about a week ago, even though I thought we went too bad against Penrith. So this should be a very interesting game. I think Turbo can outplay RTS, and I think that we can get the job done, and I think we can actually beat the Warriors 13 plus. The Warriors are the most inconsistent team of all time. So depending on what Warriors show up, I think they can challenge us. But I think, and I could just be a biased Manly arsehole, but I think we can get the job done no matter what. And yeah, I think Manly, I'm predicting Manly 13 plus. I know a lot of people won't like that. Sorry, Warriors fans. Please don't dislike the video. Just go in and hate me. But yeah, I think Manly can get the job done.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Of course, you're going to tip your team and go for Manly here. And yeah, who do you think's going to score like for Manly or who's going to score for the Warriors, or who think's going to score for Manly actually?
For Manly, I'm going to go with Jason Saab, scored in 4 straight games. I think he's an easy pick down the right edge. I'm also going to go with Alakatua, yet to score his first try, and I think that he can cross over the line. For the Warriors, like I said, I'm scared of RTS and Reece Walsh, but I think Reece Walsh will be able to cross over and get a try as well.
Yep. All right, so yeah, well, look, I'm gonna go with the Warriors actually, of course, because they're my team, so I'm going to back them in. Going to back them in 100%. Look, I think it'll be very, very. I think it'll be close, like it was weeks ago. Obviously, we were the ones that gave Manly the first win, which got to say, Manly full credit to them. But the Warriors, a couple of weeks ago, missed a few opportunities. They were leading at one stage of that game, and they should have gone for a drop goal. I was very annoyed about that one, and if they get another opportunity to go for a drop goal, hopefully they've learned their lesson this time. And it's got to be tough. Obviously, it's in May. And yeah, Warriors here. I think the Warriors will win. I'm going to say the Warriors by. I'm going to go Warriors by 8. I think it'll be a very tightish game. So I'm going to say Warriors by 8. And try scorers, I'm going to go for. I'm going to go with Ken Mamalo to score 1. I'm going to go with Adam Pompey. Again, I'm going to back Adam Pompey this week. I know he scored last week, but I'm going to back him in. And I'm going to go with. I'm going to say Roger's going to score 1. So I'm going to go Roger try. But yeah, those are my try scorers. So going with Roger Sheck, Adam Pompey, and Ken Mamalo to try, and the Warriors by 8 points over the Manly Seagulls. So yeah, that's my prediction for the game. So yeah, all the betting's quite interesting here. Manly are 145, Warriors are 275. So interesting, very interesting. And head to head, Manly lead that 23. Warriors have won 12. They played 35 times. So yeah, the head to head. Manly won that 13-12 over the Warriors on the 9th of April, which was not long ago. The 6th of September 2020, Warriors won at 40-28, and the Warriors won 20-20 of August 2020. So that's the last couple of meetings, and that's the stats head to head for the Warriors and the Manly Seagulls. So yeah, that's very interesting. I don't know what you think about that one. Obviously, stats don't often mean anything. It's a footy game at the end of the day, but I'm not sure. What's your thoughts on that?
Manly and over a long time, have had a really good record against the Warriors. Obviously, Manly haven't been most successful in, let's say, the past 5 years, so it's obviously climbed back a little bit. Look, I think it'll be one of those. I reckon the Warriors can start well and give us a scare early, but my big prediction, my main prediction, and what my heart and my biased head tells me is that Manly can get this 13 plus. But the Warriors definitely have the team. If they show up, they can definitely put in a good performance. It's just the Warriors, you can never back them because they're the most inconsistent team. So it should be a good game. Turbo's 100th. Both teams should be up for it.
Yeah, as I said, it's Tommy Turbo's 100th. Even though I'm a Warriors fan, I want us to win, obviously. I'm going to huge congratulations to Tommy Turbo. It's good to see because I like Tommy Turbo. He's a good player. And it's just good to see him on the field and play well, but hopefully it's us this week. So, yeah, best of luck to Tommy Turbo, 100th game, but not too much luck. Hopefully he doesn't play too well against us on the weekend. So, yeah, any final thoughts before wrapping up the preview?
Not really, mate. Should be a cracking game. We're playing twice. Cracking game. Good luck to your Warriors, and thanks for having me on.
And thanks for the channel. Very appreciate it. Thanks for coming on it, and good luck to Manly as well. And yeah, may the best team win. Hope should be a very interesting game on Sunday afternoon. It's a 2:00 kickoff, so probably 4:00 in New Zealand, I would say. So thanks again for coming on the channel. Also, go subscribe to his channel as well. Go check out his channel. He's a great YouTube content provider. He does a lot of great work there, so go check him out. Does a lot of great content there. So go check out his channel, Paddy G's channel. So also don't forget as well to subscribe to this channel as well. The channel is at 488 subscribers. So let's subscribe. Let's try and get 488 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel and you're watching this and haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below, as well as hit that like button as well. That'd be much appreciated to show support for the channel. And once again, thanks for watching the Warriors versus the Manly Seagulls round 8. And I'll be back tomorrow with a tipping video. So back tomorrow with the tipping video. I'm not sure if that'll be with a guest yet. It'll probably be on my own this week. So I'll let you guys know tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the tips video tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for watching.